Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dooku200 here back for another Dooksie showcase. I don't know what I call this series, but today I'm looking at a ship by CronosDarth called the SS Scotland. It's supposed to be from 1936, and fun little fact about this, this is actually his Olympic, which he's modernized and updated. So instead of Olympic being scrapped in 1936, is that the right year? No. 35? Something. I think it was 35 she got scrapped. Sad. Yeah, so basically the story is like Olympic, instead of going to the scrapyard 35, she was taken over by the new Red Star Line, I believe is what the company was called. And she got turned into the Scotland. So basically the layout's gonna be very, very, very similar to what we've seen previously on the Olympic and the Olympic classes like Titanic, but hopefully there's a lot more to look at, because as you can already see from the exterior, this thing is completely just changed. And yeah, I'm excited. So let's go ahead and head up to the bridge and just take a glancey there, because it looks like the bridge has actually been moved from the boat deck to the navigation deck, which is kind of cool. So yeah, there's the Scotland sign, and then you go down here. This is where the bridge originally was located, so observation promenade, and I think right there's a sign. Yep, former position of command bridge, which is kind of cool. And if we go up here, we have the actual bridge that's in use now, which has a great view, just being one deck higher. And in here's the actual bridge itself, which looks really good. You got the automated, the autopilot kind of thing, as well as all the wheels and everything. The telemotors, which as we saw from the deck below, are actually going through the deck, because that's where the machines and everything are. Just easier to connect that way. And yeah, it's kind of cool. You also have the compass platform just right above here, which looks phenomenal. And now let's actually go into the interior of the bridge. Like I kind of just took a glancey look in there. Let's actually go in, get the water type panel, and get the chart room. Just a chart room. Going this way, we have the hydrophone room, which cool. And you got the store. Not even gonna look in there. The navigation room, I believe, looks like the chart room. I've done this video before, by the way. I've already went through the ship in a video, but the audio didn't capture, so I had to do it again, which is always fun. So here is just an office. Whoa, get the office here. Captain's office, and then you got the captain's setting room, the captain's bedroom, the captain's bathroom, just like how it is on a typical Olympic class, as well as the commanding officer right here. Ooh, what is it? Assistant commander. Awesome. You got a pantry right there, officer's smoke room right here, which has been changed because on the original Olympic it was like right here, I believe, which has now been changed to the radio room. And then if we go through here, we got the first class accommodation. Woohoo! She got the Britannic treatment. And yeah, we got some good little cabins right there. Just one. I think there should be more on this side. Yep, we got more cabins. And going into here, oh god. Okay. I have mixed feelings about the staircase. I'm sorry, Max. I have majorly mixed feelings about the staircase. It looks good. Don't get me wrong. It definitely says 1920s. 1930s, however, this I don't think would fly. Also, I'm going to turn down my render distance because it's chonking. It's getting there. It definitely would not have been gray. I think it probably would have changed. It would have been changed back to its original like oak wood color, because that was more of the style of the 30s, as we can see from the literal Queen Mary, which is the ship of 1,000 woods, I think, or 100 woods. I think it's 1,000 something. She has a lot of wood. But yeah, as we can see from that, I don't think it ever would turn gray. This is, I never actually seen a ship with a gray interior like this, except for the Normandy, and even then that's like an ultra modern Art Deco style. But I do love that you updated all the cabins here, because I remember seeing these on the first run around. So you got all these new cabins that have been updated. It has a bathroom here, and it connects up to this little hallway. What is this? Oh, it's another cabin. That's cool. And then over here you have a new kind of suite style, so you got, or ensuite style, so you have the actual bedroom here with a bathroom connected, which is cool. It's fun, funky, and fresh. Thank you, Beth Ann, for teaching me this. I doubt you're watching the video, but thank you anyway. And then this way, we have the new cabins that were on the Britannic, which, yep, they're here. They were added. I think, yeah, they were added on the Olympic, so this makes sense that they're here. But yeah, got all the cabins here. It's amazing. It's awesome. So let's go to the public rooms, because that's what people are actually here to see. So the public rooms, oh, I love this hallway. This hallway, chef kiss, 10 out of 10. Love it. We have the library, which was the former reading writing room for the ladies, and sometimes men. It just wasn't popular. So yeah, this library makes sense that it was changed into this, because it would definitely be more popular than what was already here. And now we're going to the lounge, or the social hall. And yeah, it's basically just your typical lounge, except for it's been kind of changed up a little bit. And one thing I actually made a comment on my first run around is I like the idea of this room. However, I think it could have been improved even more by removing this piano, removing the bookcase, and putting a stage there for cinema stuff. And you can easily use this space here for the actual cinema chairs and everything, versus having the drop-down screen from over here, which I assume they'd still have in position. Easily remove the bookcase, break into this little alcovey section behind the bookcase, because it's just an empty space back there for the wood panels and stuff. Easily put a door to a stage, little dressing room back there. Don't need anything big. And you can easily put a little stage here, have movies going, have little shows, have the piano on the stage. It's a fun time. Right here we have the gallery, which is another major change from the original. And you got crew only right here in the store, as well as a stair up here that goes to a pantry that goes to the biggest change of all, which actually is occurring on the boat deck, which I haven't looked at yet. Ooh, sorry. Here's the aft staircase. It looks very much like the forward one with the gray and everything and being open like this. But I do like this one. It's a very nice staircase. I will give it that. This is the Club Scotland, which is basically the casino kind of area, smoking room kind of thing. And this is the Art Deco style I was expecting to see on the ship, which is this bright, vibrant use of colors, which is very similar to what you can see on the Normandy, basically. These ultra bright colors like this. As well as this, I've seen this mural. This is from the Queen Mary 2 that he made. I've seen that before. But that's funny that you added that. Good little memory. Here at the Veranda Cafe, which is cool because it actually connects all the way around. And this is a note I remembered from my first video. So this bar right here, this bar, I like it. It's a good idea for a bar. However, I think the bar should actually be over here. And this entrance here, gone. Remove it. Why do I say this? Well, if I'm a waiter and I have to get more drinks because there's only so much storage back here, I have to walk across the room past all these customers who are getting probably antsy for their drinks, and then have to go into the pantry and get all the drinks and then come right back out around the bar and then serve. That just, it's too much of a walk. I think if you just had the bar right here in this little corner, because you can easily see like where it would line up, like right here to there, I think it would have been perfect. You easily could put the little curvy doozy on it if you want to. And yeah, I think it would have looked fine. But I understand why you put it there. The Veranda Cafe looks great though. I love that. I love that little touch of it just being there. And up on the boat deck, we're going back up now. Up on the boat deck, we have the tourist class entrance, which used to be second class, which is very ultra modern, which is kind of funny. I saw this in his release video. If you go down to like B deck and C deck, there you have these glass panels right here. That's definitely not a 30s thing. I doubt they would ever have glass panels like that on a ship of this state and nature. I highly doubt. But let's go back up to the boat deck. And let's head to the newest edition, which I actually have a major problem with this room. So this right here, this is the Nightclub, which is it's basically just a lounge. It's massive. I love it. I love this room. Don't get me wrong. This room is absolutely snack dead gorgeous. It's amazing. However, this is a major however. Cronos, please listen to this. How do I get into this room if it's a rainy night? So, /weather rain. It's a rainy day. Oh no, I can't go to the nightclub, but they've already started before the rain started. Whatever am I gonna do? And vice versa. If I'm in the nightclub and I want to get outside, I'm like, oh, I can't go back to my cabin like this. I'm gonna get wet. I'm gonna get rained on. What are you to do? Because the only entrance into this room, from inside the room, is 2 doors that go out to the promenade here, or this cruise staircase where you have to go through the pantry and down. I don't think passengers would do that, and I don't think the company would want that. So, what I think should be done, and this is just my own personal opinion, this raised section here, I don't think it's needed due to the fact that right there is the library, so all of this here is kind of pointless. I don't know what's actually underneath here. Yeah, it's just filled in. This is just filled in because it's cabins below this. Easily, why did I have a plan? Easily what could have been done was having a hallway from here all the way to this door, and just having like a grand entrance, or even like a little lounge gallery kind of style thing. Just chilling right there, like maybe a reading and writing room, because you removed that. You need to add it back in somewhere. Of course, he has the gallery down there, but like having a proper space for it up here works just as fine. Or even having a spiral staircase or some kind of like funny library kind of thing. A fun quirk for the library. Having it, for some reason, open up here in front of the nightclub and the entrance. That'd be kind of fun. Be kind of fun, funky, fresh. Be kind of cool. But yeah, that's something I noticed. My only big gripe with the ship. That's it. That's the only major gripe I have with this thing. Heading back now. Back to A deck and all that. We're going to go into B deck now. Because B deck also has a major change, which is this bridge here from the war. It's back. It's intact. It's lovely. And actually I'm going to stop back down here in 3rd class, which is still 3rd class, which that's the 1936 thing. What is this? This is their social hall, which has been a major upgrade from what it used to be. As well as these glass panels, which I don't think would have been there, because they're very modern. The smoke room, typical smoke room. I do like the use of the weather doors right here. That's kind of a cool touch. Yeah, 3rd class basically just looks the same as it did, being fully honest. Heading up here to B deck, we'll take a stop in tourist class, because I think, yeah, they have this staircase here, which I prefer this staircase versus the forward staircase, which is kind of funny. I don't think I'm supposed to, but I do. And then right here you have the smoking room, which, again, this is the kind of Art Deco I was expecting. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with the smoke room pantry before. It needed to be something like this, to where it has direct access to the pantry and the bar. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, going back, we have the forward staircase for 2nd class, or tourist class, whichever one you want to call it. I'm still probably going to call it 2nd class. And then right here you have the Cafe Parisienne. Yes, this was a feature on the Olympic, because it was so popular on the Titanic and blah 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 blah. Of course it'd be here. You have this nice little landing here. It's not a reception room, but like it kind of is, but it's fine. It's all good. We love to see it. We love to see it. And yeah, we got the Ritz-Carlton restaurant at the a la carte restaurant, because we're bougie and fancy here. The room looks fantastic, by the way. I love the use of the pillars for, is it andesite? It's granite. Granite looks amazing. Andesite's the gray one, my bad. But yeah, andesite looks absolutely amazing with the colors in here, and overall the room's vibe has definitely changed, and I kind of like it. And the Cafe Parisienne looks just as beautiful as always. Heading back though, we'll stop at some of the suites over here. Do we have anything on this side? No. We do have this promenade here, which I'll make a note of this in just a second. I have a gripe with it. I do. I have a gripe with a lot of things on this ship, sorry. If I'm going to upgrade an Olympic class, I have a certain way I'm going to do it. If it's specifically the Olympic, there's a certain thing I want to see on this, and we'll get to that. So right here, this is the Parlor Suite, or the Queen's Suite, which looks exactly how it did, except for this time it has sandstone, and I think the ceiling's changed a little bit. But you also got this right here, which I think is a Louis the 16th? No, 15th something. It's a Louis style. And then over here, this is the new French style that he added. Is that right? Is it French style? Queen Suite. I think it's a French style. Hold up. The next room has it too. Aha, it's a French style. I called it. But yeah, it just kind of connects in. But my one big gripe with this, with all these cabins, we have a lot of them. We got a lot of cabins. I'm not going through them all because I already did and that made the video extra long. My big gripe with this is you got this Mass-Eye promenade here. You don't need the promenade anymore. This is already unpopular on Olympic, and you can easily tell this because the forward end is completely enclosed by cabins. My thought process is, why the hell would you not enclose this and make the cabins bigger? You got all this space, you could easily make the cabins have like a whole setting room or even have a private veranda for all of them or something like cool and wacky with it. Not to mention, there at the very end, you can see the green of the galley poking out in the promenade. Like, easily have that ending area as like a boarding area. Simple, has a boarding door, makes sense. Have this as a boarding area, has boarding doors, makes sense. But this middle area, fill it with cabins, fill it with a private promenade. Do something with it. Make it cool, make it fun. Don't just leave it there, because it wasn't popular, and it's still not popular. Although, I do want to make a note of that middle hallway being white, while this forward hallway has been updated to be wood. I love this wood hallway, and no one can change my mind that this looks amazing. And you have all these new cabins. So here's the Colonial Cabin, and this is my favorite style of all the new ones. This and the Tudor style, I have like a soft spot for. Here's the Tudor style, and I just have a soft spot for both of those. They just look so nice. Here's the Queen Anne room, which is, it's pretty bland. No, we're not gonna look at that one anymore. Heading back to the landing of the staircase, we have this nice little elevator area. Yeah, the elevator's nice. We've got Tudor room right there. Awesome. And then going back down, we have C-Deck, which has a little bit of an update. So we got the inquiry office right there, as well as the purser's office right here, which this probably would have been updated so that this would be the inquiry office or even the first class bureau office, and this would have just been an office. And over here with the department office, how many times am I going to say the word office in this video? Which I'm not sure what this is. I think this is where you go for like a money exchange due to the ship, I assume, would also be doing cruising and such, which, cool. As well as there's a stock market on board. So it just makes sense that you would get money over there and then use it over here in the stock market. Also, can we talk about why there's a stock market on this ship? I've never seen an actual ship in history have a stock market on board that can only hold 12. That can only hold like 12 people. Like, oh, 12, 13, 14 people, sorry. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that would ever be a thing. Back here we have some more cabins, which these are the standard, and I kind of love that he did update these a little bit. So the flooring now has the parquet with a rug, which actually is what the Olympic actually had on board, which was parquet flooring, which is fun. As well as these are all family cabins, so all these are connected, and I think they would all go as one bundle. So like you have the cabin here that has a room for one in there, and then this has a room for 3. Maybe even more due to, you know, bunks. Those are a thing. Got a watertight door right here, which is cool. And we're not going to spend too much time on these decks because they're all basically the same as you've already seen. What I will go look at is the aft staircase because I'm curious if you put the barbershop and all that in, or if they've been changed or not. So it looks like, yeah, they're still here, the shops and everything. So this is the ladies' hairdresser, which looks like it did on the 1936, just with a little bit of grain. I think the floor has been changed a little bit. Oh, it's Susan. Oh, I remember her from the Titanic film. I think her name was Susan, or Suzanne, something like that. I remember that very clearly. Her name was something like that. I hear the barbershop, which has a little piggy head in the corner. Ah, it's cute. That's adorable. Surprised you didn't put any more like builders' heads in there. Here's the barbershop, which again, we've seen this. It looks pretty much like it did before. And yeah, I got crew only there, got a nice mirror, got all this cool, fun, funky stuff. I'm not gonna say funky fresh. Oh, dang it, I just did. Anyway, continuing on to the back, or to the front again, we will actually go to the dining saloon because I, again, have some choice words about that area. So this is the reception room, which looks phenomenal, as always. It looks really good, really cool, really cool. Did I say just cool, cool twice? Yeah. It looks really good. There you go. Definitely, I like the updates. It reminds me, with the boarding doors being open like this, it reminds me very much of the Aquatania of all things. I mean, I say that because me and a friend of mine have been working a little bit on the Aquatania. And yeah, it reminds me of that very much. However, I do think they should be a bit more enclosed than just this. Because it kind of ruins the vibe of the reception room. It's just kind of shoehorned in here. I do think maybe a wall could have been added right here. And just like a little room area. It doesn't need to be a whole thing. Just like enclose the boarding door area. Just that way it's not impeding on the actual reception space. Or even put a pantry or something back here, since we are all aware that that was an issue with the Olympic class as a whole. Easily put a pantry, which I don't think he did put up a pantry back here. But that would have been a nice little touch, was putting a pantry to fix this issue, which we've all been aware of. Yeah. Is there a pantry on this side? No. No, okay. Continuing on, we have the dining room over here, which I think looks great. So we got all the wings here. It looks good. Looks good. Yeah, I can talk English. You know me, I can talk English, right? Right here we have the two-story section, which has the entire middle bit cut out, which I think was a great idea. Definitely fed into that fan service of wanting a two-story Olympic class dining room. I think it looks good. I think it looks phenomenal. I think it definitely fits the vibe of the room. I actually love the copper pillars and everything. Looks great all together. And then over here, the galley is basically the exact same, except for... No, it's the exact same. Yep. Doesn't have a stripe. The galley up on B deck has a stripe, which is kind of interesting. The green stripe, which we saw on the promenade. Kind of fun. Heading down to E deck, this is all basically the same. I'm pretty sure all the cabins have not changed one singular bit. I will take one small glance at one. Oh, they've changed a little bit with colors. Oh, and they bypassed the watertight door, I think? Is that a thing I just saw? Yeah, here's the watertight door. So, hope to God the ship don't sink. This door would be a deadly thing there. Yeah, all the cabins look exactly the same, basically. But I love that he's updated them to purple. That's definitely a regal color, and it's like kind of strange to see it down here. And yeah, you got two smaller cabins right here. You got the radio operators shoved in here, as well as the purser's clerks and stuff like that. More purser's clerks. You got more cabins. You got the whole bing bang boom over here. And then you got Scotland Road over here, which, yep, looks like Scotland Road. I don't know why he put glowstone here. That looks a little, I don't know, it kind of looks a little cheesy. I think what he could have done was put it into the wall here, and then have just like a slab, or even just this design going, so that we have the lights in the corners are there, and even put them over here. And I think that would have been a lot more modern looking, versus this, which kind of looks strange. Going down to F deck, though, just to finish off our first class tour, we have this little wall here, which is interesting, considering he's added the elevator going down to F deck. I want to see the Turkish bath. And here it is. But first the swimming pool, because yeehaw, here it is. Wow, amazing. We love to see it. We love to see it. Definitely love the update. Looks great. Going back to the Turkish bath, though, because that's the more important area in this area. What? That didn't make sense. Anyway, here's the electric bath. You know, looks cool, looks amazing. The shampooing rooms, yeehaw. Here's the cooling room, which, yep, looks like a cooling room. I do think, however, the original colors that were in this room, the blues and greens, would have fit the 1930s a lot better than these purple and yellow, considering purple and yellow was not a popular color in the 30s, but that green and blue, perfect. Would have went amazing in here. Yeah. Cooling room looks the same. Is cooling room? That's the hot room, right? No, steam room, something. It's a room. The temperature room, I think, is what it was called. Anyway, heading up here, we're gonna go to the second class back here in the very back and then to the stern because I want to know what they look like because I haven't seen most of what they look like. Did their dining room get improved? The world may never know. So going back here, ooh, that's a cool little addition. I like that bright red floor there. I want to see a second class cabin. I want to know if they got an upgrade or not. That's a purser. That's not a good example. Although they just removed the stair there. So yeah, they got a little bit of improvement. They got parquet flooring. However, it's still as poor looking as it did, which is sad. Not to say his ship is poor. I'm just saying second class in general on Olympic class was kind of lame looking. Not gonna lie. Unless you got like one of the good cabins, in which case it's different. It's just different, guys. Heading up here to the dining saloon. I think this looks great. I've seen this room before. This looks amazing. I love this room. The yellows are a little too much. Maybe a different color would have been nice. Like the blues would have been great in here. Or even matching it somewhat similar to the first class dining room. Due to tourist class wanting a first class experience, but not wanting to pay that much money. I think matching them up would have been really cool. But this looks amazing. This is, again, a nice Art Deco style that I would like to see around the ship even more. But yeah, we didn't get that. Instead, we got what we got, and I still like it. Here's the Canberra dining room, which is a extra pay dining room, which I think looks amazing with these little bushes here. Yeah, I love this room. This is such a cool use of the blue colors, and yeah, I like it. Is these cabins different? No, they have the same checkered floor, which I hate. Okay, anyway. Going down, I did spot this when I was doing a little walkthrough. So this little section down here, so on Titanic, Olympic, and Britannic, this section down here was alternate second class and third class. On this ship, on the Scotland, second class is no longer just your typical broke area. No, girl, they got a swimming pool, they got a splash pool, a plunge bath, which isn't a swimming pool, but it's a start. Second class got that luxury going for them. That's amazing. We'd love to see it. As well as they have a Turkish bath area. So they got the temperature room over here with the lighting glitch, as well as the cooling room right here, which looks phenomenal. That's the kind of colors I want to see in the first class temperature room, being fully honest. However, it's so cool to see that they have a Turkish bath on here. And I totally forgot to look at this room right here, which is the social hall for second class, which looks exactly how you'd expect it to look. And then over here we have the Gourmet Cafe, which I think this looks amazing. This reminds me of the, oh god, the cocktail bar on Queen Mary, the second class cocktail bar. That's just the vibe I'm getting from it with the colors and everything, and I love it. I love this room so much. As well as these little veranda palm courts just kind of scattered on this deck. That's a palm court. Is it the veranda or is this another palm court? This is the library. So yeah, this is the library. I think that, yeah, this is a note I made. So originally he had this completely exposed like this. And my thought process was, well, if we open this hatch and it's raining in New York, this room's gonna get trashed. So I think literally just fill this in, make a wall around it, boom, don't ever have to see it again. And that cargo hatch, not a worry. Right here we have the Boulevard Cafe, which I think looks, again, amazing. It reminds me of like an old English kind of pub style. Like the flooring kind of giving that feel to me. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting from all this. And then of course you have the entrance back here to the hospital, as well as the first class section. And yeah, I believe that's all that second class really gets new. I don't believe they have the gymnasium, which is kind of sad that they didn't get that. But they have all this new stuff, which I think is, again, phenomenal that they actually got in the first place. Don't push their luck, I guess, but yeah, I think they got a lot of new, really cool stuff. Yeah, that's basically all I got for that one. Heading up to third class, though, that's the big one. That's the biggie we got to talk about, because I know third class got a major improvement on the ship. As we saw from the general room and the smoking room in the back, the forward end also got an update. So the forward end of the Titanic and Olympic class, this was mainly used for the single men, I believe. Single men, women and families were in the back, I'm pretty sure, or like individuals traveling alone. But yeah, this is, I think this is at the smoking room. Is that right? Smoking room? Smoking room. So yeah, third class got a major kind of nice upgrade in here. Like everything looks really nice. Yeah, it's a nice smoking room. I like it. It has a nice view here of the cargo hatch, which is cool. Show them their place in the world. Yeah, continuing on. Over here, that's a staircase up. Going this way and around. This whole area is kind of confusing because basically what he did is he knocked out the wall here on D-Deck, which this whole area in front of us was all originally stokers and trimmers and everything, but since this ship is now run on oil or diesel, I think it might be diesel, oil, something, it's not coal anymore. Basically, they no longer need all the trimmers and everybody there. They do need them, however. They do need them. They're just now located on Scotland Road, which is great. That's great for them. So this whole area has now been changed up to third class, as well as every other forward section here has been changed up to third class, which I think was a good idea considering it's not getting any other use, really. On this side, however, we do have the lounge. Yeah, the third class lounge here, which I think looks great. Again, a nice improvement for the third class. You have the boarding door right there as well. Kind of a weird placement for that, but I know it was there originally, so it's fine. And then here we have another staircase going down to E-Deck, which E-Deck looks basically the exact same as it was. And I am curious about something, because it just dawned on me. Where's the squash court? Is the squash court here? Yeah, it is. Did he forget about this? No. Ooh, squash court looks exactly how it did in the original. Except now it has like the tennis nets hook. What? That didn't make sense. It has hooks for a tennis court, basically. Which I think makes it look great. Looks awesome. But yeah, you got all this new stuff in here, all this crew, all this third class. Third class got updated over here. I don't think their cabins got updated at all. I think they're the same as what you'd expect. But overall, I do think this was a very amazing and nice upgrade to see for third class, as well as second class and first class. I think everything just looks amazing on the ship. There are those certain few things I do think need to be changed, like the nightclub and everything like that. Just like a slight change. I think that is perfectly warranted and everything. But yes, that was a Scotland. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know it was a little fast. Wanted to get through this kind of quickly. But yeah, I absolutely love the Scotland. Cronos did an amazing job. Just those small suggestions I made, like the nightclub, the B-Deck promenade, just to remove it. No one wants it. No one wants that promenade. It wasn't used, and she was in service. It wasn't gonna be used now. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to check this out on PMC. The link is in the description. I never say that with these videos, but yes, the link for all these ships I ever show are in the description. And yeah, if you want to, just go download it, take a look around. I didn't look at everything. You have all the engines to look at, any other public areas that I missed. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, like I said, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!